Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your love and general tarot card readings for November 2016. My name is Jane. Thank you so much for being here with me. Quick reminder, if you are on Instagram and Facebook, I would love to connect with you there. I put the links down below. I'm a little bit more interactive on those platforms than I am here on YouTube. So if you're interested, would love to have you. So let's get started, Sagittarius, on your love reading for November 2016. Okay. Love reading for November 2016. Sagittarius. Interesting energies for you. You obviously here in the center of the reading. Queen of Wands. Someone else, family, okay, or I say family because of the 10, sorry, but your partner, someone that you're dating, someone in your circle, okay. King of Pentacles. Now, one thing I actually love about the combination of the Queen of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles is, one, she is kind of the driver, all right? He's very, I say she and he, but don't worry, I'm saying she because it's a queen, but it can go either way. You know, he's very ambitious, he's very successful, he's very methodical, very practical, and usually successful in a worldly sense. Doesn't have to be, you know, multi-millionaire, but likely to be on that point. Queen of Wands, very ambitious. This is Sagittarius all the way, you know, smart, successful, good head on their shoulders, you know, always out for making things better, always out for, you know, improving circumstances, things like that. It's a very interesting complement to have this earth-like quality mixed with the ambition of a fire-like quality. And they really do ignite that flame within one another, where this person, you know, can really provide stability, even though this person is already stable on their own, provide stability and provide support, and there's not really a conflict between the two. You know, it can be two very independent people together, working together toward common goals, but yet still have very independent paths. You don't get in each other's way. You probably don't fight that much, although there is a little something going on up here, so I'm going to get to that in a moment. But I just wanted to kind of give you the essence of this. And if you're not in a relationship, and if you're not in a, you know, even dating, there is very possibly someone in your life that this may relate to, whether it's friend, family, something like that. Love does translate into other relationships as well. Or it could even be someone new kind of coming in. I feel like you, Sagittarius, are on a mission, okay? You're on a mission, and you might be starting a new endeavor. Some of you, it doesn't have to be love related. It can be you're starting a new career, you're starting a new business, or even just, you know, converting an Instagram account into a paid monetized, you know, blog or something like that. You know, something new that you're excited about, and again, something that's yours. It very much, there's an essence of this story belonging to you. This person is here, this person is present, but again, as a support for you. Now, I'm kind of sensing that there might be something else put on hold with this person, like a family, all right? Or like something else, you know, a vacation, or something that it's just not the right time for it now, okay? 10 of Pentacles, a marriage, you know, a lot of times we try to make ourselves the best we possibly can be before we jump into a committed situation, before someone really truly is relying upon us, you know. If you're already married, obviously that's not the case, but and I do feel that this may affect your partner. Okay, now this is kind of what I was talking about. Things are good except for maybe this one area. You are wanting to start something new, but I feel like this choice to embrace an opportunity, to embrace these new sights that you're setting for yourself, require this person to be hurt a little. Okay, I'm not saying it's devastational, it's not this huge thing that you can't work through, but I'm kind of sensing sadness and sorrow. And while this person may love you unconditionally, or maybe they're just very, very interested in you and they're willing to wait, this is definitely someone willing to wait, willing to be around, kind of thing. But I feel that your choice, Two of Pentacles here, this or this, okay, afflicts them, it hurts them, it makes them feel sad, it makes them feel like they're being put on the back burner, makes them feel less important in your life. This is a more prominent person. In this coupling, this person has maybe a little more charisma, a little bit more magnetism. There may even be, dare I say it, a little bit of jealousy coming from your partner. Not jealousy that, you know, they want bad things for you, or, you know, I think it's more jealousy of personality, jealousy of like seeing you go out and be ambitious, and it's almost as though they might feel like they're a little bit boring, or they're afraid that you might view them as being boring. And because you might be choosing this, and this is what they have to offer, and you're choosing to move forward with something else, they might feel a little deflated, insignificant, unspecial, you know? Which might leave you in a tricky spot. Page of Wands. Hesitancy to move forward. And I think it's because you know how it's making this person feel. I sense an internal conflict within you. Do you go and do this thing that you love and, you know, spend time and energy on your own endeavor, or do you compromise, and do you, you know, sacrifice something for the sake and the benefit of a family unit, of togetherness, of love in the relationship? It's a very hard place, I think, that you are, because you're feeling so great. Things are going so well. You seem excited. You seem very much on point, you know? And for you to have to pull the reins in and, you know, rein yourself in and not do something specifically because you know that it might hurt someone else. First of all, I know that's not your intention. You just have something you want to do. And the tension between the two of you, I don't think will be so intense. It's not going to be this, like I said, it's not insurmountable. You can work your way through it. It just is probably an issue that you just don't want to really deal with. It's probably an issue that you would like to just leave behind. And we have that idea of leaving things behind with the Eight of Cups, where you are walking away from something emotional stability. There is a choice within you, you know. And the Eight of Cups is hard, right? It's not something that you just up and leave. It's a very difficult choice to leave comfort and things behind. Now, that may mean for some of you that you just have to say, you know what, you just have to deal with it. We'll work through it together and I'll be there for you, but I really want to do this and this is what I'm going to do. And if you can't handle that, then that's your problem. Like, I want you to stay, I want you to be here, but if you don't want to be, then that's your choice. And the choice may also be theirs as well. Maybe you're both kind of, kind of feeling this conflict and this tension with each other, just because you have something that you want to do. And it seems so basic and it seems so trivial, right? But sometimes the most simple things can cause issues that you didn't even know really existed. Four of Swords is an interesting card to have at the end. It's a message to you, I think, to, one, remain objective. Now, both of you are very, very capable of being objective, right? Kings and Queens, right side up. Reversals might be a different story, but right side up, a little bit challenging for you, or not challenging for you to be objective and to look at the situation and to look at really what's at stake and to really, come to a conclusion together. And I sense togetherness here. I sense unity. This is a decision that must be made together, that must be made with each other's best interests at heart. I feel that they are a little bit more, their energy is more given toward you. You give back to them, but you are a very independent person, right? Sagittarius, it's like Sagittarius and Aquarius, the most independent people in the zodiac by far, which is beautiful. And it's one thing that we all love about you. And it's why maybe a little bit of jealousy, right? Because they might need the stability a little bit more. They might need your presence a little bit more, your love a little bit more than you need theirs. And there's that a little bit of imbalance there. Okay, so let me pull out some more cards. See if we can't get additional clarity. Interesting to have the Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups coming out surrounding the Three of Pentacles. Or I'm sorry, the Three of Swords. That's the King of Pentacles. A lot of swords. 2, 3, 4, 7. I mean, obviously, for those of you who are in established relationships, this person's not going anywhere. I think the overall you're together. You love one another. You are together. There's a sense of stability with the fours, and you have the four even underneath them, okay, reinforcing stability and foundations and roots. And I think this person might actually be someone with whom you find strength, you feel so secure that you feel safe to go and do your own thing because you know how much they love you, how much they care, how much they're interested in you. If you're not in a relationship, that you're free. They allow you freedom to go do what you need to do. But just there's a message to not take advantage of that as well. Okay. They'll be there for you. They will support you. They want you to be successful, but just know that by them letting you go, them allowing you to be free and to wander and to be adventurous and endeavor, they are in turn giving up a little bit of themselves for you. They're not going anywhere though, Seven of Swords though, I also don't want to see you sabotaging yourself. Okay, this is just a little conflict. I think you can work through it perfectly fine, but don't not do something. Okay, that's the message here. Don't not do something for the sake of someone else. All right, obviously you'll need to find a compromise. You have the 2 cards of 2s. It's about choice, it's about giving, it's about having faith that things will work out. But don't stop chasing your goals and your ambitions, right? I think that you will continue along your path, and somehow you will find a way to make this work. You will find a way to allow space for both the relationship and the love that you share with someone, or that you could share with someone, and your own ambitions. There's room for them to coexist. You just have to figure out how, figure out timing, figure out when, and set a plan. This person likes things on paper. This person likes details. They like time frames. They like structure. So if that's something that you can provide in order to ease some of their worry, or maybe a little bit of their jealousy, a little bit of their pain and their sadness, then do that. Do that and provide that for them, to show them that you care and that you're not just selfishly going off and doing your own thing without them, without any regard for how it makes them feel. Okay? So, interesting reading for you. Not so heavy, not heavy at all. I think everything will be fine. Oops, sorry, I keep bumping that. Let's see. So let's move on to the general arena. I've been keeping these very open, not really confining them to anything, just anything else, anything that's meant to come out. We ask that it comes out in the general portions. So Sagittarius. I'm sorry, my stomach is grumbling. I'm hungry. It's breakfast time. Okay. Sagittarius, general reading for November 2016. Here we go. Okay, Page of Wands again. Another 2. Okay, so certainly reinforcing that. Also this coming out again. Okay, Page of Wands in the center. Your energy for sure. I think that there's a hesitancy on your part. Your intuition is speaking to you. I think that there might be some things in your overall circumstances of your life, that maybe you're waiting to become more clear. Maybe you're waiting to really see how something pans out. She is kind of the keeper of secrets. There might even be something that you are kind of keeping from yourself a little bit, and preventing yourself from admitting that you feel a certain way about something. I know I'm keeping this so generic, but it's going to apply to so many people in very, very different ways. Your intuition is speaking to you. I think you know it is. I think you kind of know what it's saying, but you might not really be quite sure yet. Therefore, you are maybe putting something on hold, okay? You're hesitant to take the next steps into something, again, a new career, a new job. Maybe you're just trying to remove yourself emotionally, stepping away from the situation and just kind of allowing things to pan out, and allowing, kind of seeing what comes in, what kind of maybe offers come in. Especially in the career arena, you might really be waiting for something that you love, or something that you care passionately about. Maybe the things that have been coming in just aren't quite, they're just not quite right, that there's just, that there's something better out there. It's coming, it's tangible, it's doable, but you're just not totally on board with what's come in so far, all right? Chariot in the reversal. that classic passion versus logic battle coming to a close or coming to an equilibrium, where something that you're passionate about and something that you know and understand, the cold hard logic side meeting up with the emotions and kind of them synchronizing and getting on the same page. It's almost as though you're getting on the same page with yourself. This is a process, and it's a process that I think takes the guesswork out of things, where intuitively you know that you're not ready to take the next step or to take that next leap, where you know that things just aren't lined up quite right. Seven of Pentacles is, the analysis, stepping back and really looking at the details of what's happening. Okay, do the finances work? Does the budget match? Or can I do this new endeavor? Or can I feel like something's coming in though, right? Something's coming in. I'm really seeing career or job offers. Doesn't have to be though. It could be, opportunities to travel or opportunities to meet new people or to do social things or, whatever. Fill in the blank here. But you're really stepping back and being as analytical as you can. There's not a very high level dreamy vibe to any of this. It's very concrete, very basic, very very attainable, where you're, okay, well, this is what I have so far. This is what my bank account looks like. This is what my living situation is. This is what my career is. This is my relationship. And, every single one of these has a category or an area. And you've worked hard for those things. You've worked hard to get to this point. But now you're deciding, well, I need to change. I need to change. I need things to change. I need more. I'm not entirely satisfied with how things are. Okay, so what do I need to do? Well, I need X, Y, Z. Okay, so you kind of put out the feelers for X, Y, and Z. Things come in, but maybe just not quite the right fit. So you're waiting. You're a patient person. Again, Queen of Cups is also a very ambitious individual. She doesn't get enough street cred for being ambitious. She is a go-getter. She knows what she wants. She's very driven by passion and emotion. She might even maybe too much so, right? She is I call her a little bit of a control freak, and she doesn't allow things to just be imperfect, perfectionist. She wants things to be the way she wants them. And that's it, that's final. And she's gonna chase it and she's gonna go after it as much as she needs. Again, the Queen's very balanced emotionally. She's warm and inviting and, a little bit of a motherly vibe as well. But I also kind of see her as being the PTA mom, the one that's very involved, the one that's very active, the one that, is the developer of rules or programs or, helping an organization accomplish something or throw an event or something like that. And that's kind of the vibe I think that you're taking on right now. Ambitious, very ambitious, but smart. These queens, I feel, are your energy. Smart, detailed, not getting in over your head. I mean, very analytical. And it might be a little bit of a different speed for you, Sagittarius. It might be a little bit of probably like a cool side of you that might not come out so often, where you are being very planning oriented, very passionate driven, and feeling your way through the situation. That's what the High Priestess is all about, is feeling your way. Now, the Emperor I don't sense as being a person, okay? I'm really sensing him as being the idea of instability. Now, you're stable on your own. However, in this specific area, in this new endeavor, this thing that you're waiting to happen or that you're working towards happening, waiting for your break or waiting for the opportunity or whatever, there is a sense of instability there, okay? Which is why you're being forced to be more detailed. It's why you're forced to really sit back and analyze, okay, this to me is that classic point A to point B analysis, right? You want to get to point B. So you really need to know where your point A is, because if your point A is here, you need to take this path. But if your point A is here, then you need to take this path, and it's different. So this is you getting a real handle on your point A in order to get to point B, and making those decisions and making those plans and those steps, making them tangible, making them attainable. Now, I think things are going well for you, but I'm afraid of the fear. You're so ambitious and you're so driven to going and doing things, but yet there's an undertone of fear. There's an undertone of, well, when this comes in, what am I going to do? And that seems like such an odd thing, where you would work so hard for something and then when you're successful, you don't want it. Very common though. A fear of the success, a fear of, well, what happens if I actually do it? It's almost like it takes the purpose away from your life. It's once you attain your goal, then what's the purpose? What are you working for? What's your energy going towards, you know? Small, relatively insignificant, just maybe a little hint of this, okay, or a little whisper of this within you, but all around, really, really positive change of direction. Super excited for you, okay? Let's go ahead and pull out some more cards. Oh, the King's so opposite of what it is that you are being represented here. I mean, the Kings now, I mean, these are the two most reserved Kings. You can just look and see how closed off they are, how shut off they are, how, you know, I mean, just all around reserved and cutting off, and a little bit on the aggressive side as well. Let me see, because this might be that idea of the sabotage really coming in, where you, again, not really feeling like it's the energy of other people. I really don't. So let me bring this in, because this kind of speaks to it probably the best. The Lovers is a card of choice. More and more as I pull the Lovers out, it speaks to me in terms of choice, as opposed to romance, chemistry, those types of things, where you might be forced, okay, major arcana, it's an inevitability, that you will be forced to face a significant decision, okay, which you already know, you're already probably planning for this. The decision that will challenge your personal beliefs, challenge your ambition, okay? You might come to a point where you've worked so hard and then here it is, and then you can either run away from it and be afraid of it and cut it off, okay? Or you can embrace it and you can celebrate it, okay? I kind of sense that this challenge to your personal belief system is maybe something that you're not quite considering at this point in time. But there is that internal battle, right? The emotions versus, or the passion versus logic, right? Kings being on the more, well, not logical side. I mean, queens are logical as well. I guess more, this is about your internal happiness versus your social standing, versus what people think of you, your place in the community or in society, versus your own internal joy, right? And that can be kind of what this is. And there might be a point, Seven of Swords. Sevens, we kind of have triangulating the spread. Major Arcana on top, sort of like the beacon at the top, and then on the foundations as well. And will you take that leap? I sense a hesitancy of your desire to really take that leap, to take those next steps, even though I think you know it's something that you need, it's something that you want, you're working for, you're active with it. But when it comes in, if it's not perfect, are you going to say, nope, it's not perfect, and not take it? I kind of am thinking an ego might get in the way. Okay, maybe there's a pay cut, or maybe there is, a change in location, or maybe there's a slight demotion where your title might not be as high as it is now and you have to go to a different firm and start a couple notches down. Can your ego handle that for the sake of being happy? I think these are the questions that you might be asking yourself this month, and some of the issues. But again, it's not heavy. It's very manageable and doable, and it's really a matter of you pushing yourself over this hurdle and getting to that point of choosing what it is you truly want for your life, for the rest of your life, as opposed to just remaining status quo and not pushing yourself. The Sagittarians, they're known for pushing themselves. Fire energies, I mean, not just Sagittarius, but fire energies, they don't settle. They grow and they spread and they expand like a wildfire, right? They ignite things. And so when they're suppressing themselves, it's so counterintuitive. So for you to jump over this hurdle, I don't think is going to be that hard. It's just going to be a slight obstacle in your life, but ultimately pushing you in a really positive direction. So again, another positive reading for you. I think you have really good things in your life happening right now. Might not feel that way. You might feel struggle. You might feel a little bit of obstacles, or a little bit of, I forget the word, opposition. But ultimately, it's the growing pains of getting you going in the right direction. So really, really good things. So I will leave you with that, Sagittarius. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next month. Bye.